Hey everybody, and welcome back to Millennial Gameplay. Last time on Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, we went through the Giza Plains during the rains. We found some little secrets that we probably shouldn't explore too much since everything there kicks our ass, being mostly giant tortoises. And then we finally made it to the actual, true, fun part of the game, for me anyway, the Osmone Plains. This place is just fun. It's like pure unadulterated fun, and I love it. And Fran still sucks, by the way. In case you were wondering, like I want her so badly to be a great fighter, which is why I gave her Ulan. But can't be helped. And these two still chasing the rabbit. Fortunately, I have Ash here to take care of flying type Pokemon like the Garuda here. Everything here runs from me. I don't think they like me very much. Except for the rabbits, most of the enemies will come back. And including the rabbits, apparently. He brought a friend. Honestly, though, I have to say this is probably the most prepared I've ever been on the Osmone Plains. Because normally whenever I get to this point, I don't have a single character that can handle zoos. But this time, I've got Ash. Nice. Also, I think this is like the first area where a majority of the enemies aren't bats or wolf related in any way, which makes it incredibly fun. Except for, you know, Connect the Dots land, where all the enemies were those asshole bug people. But we don't talk about Connect the Dots land. Alright, now those two are up in levels. I don't know why, but I have Ash and Pinello out at always the same times. Like my Black Mage and my White Mage have to be the same level now. Oh well. Back in reserves, you two. Let's get the boys back in town. Well, the boys and Buddy. That was just an unfortunate time to have to put away my main multi-hitter. Oh, I didn't look up the thing that I was going to look up. I didn't look that up at all. Nice. Again, have problems? Just throw I was about to call it hyper potions. That's enough. That's enough Pokemon references for one episode. High potions at it. What's this? A cave. Welcome to Zodiac Caverns, where everything is going to kick your ass if you stay here. The first little bit of freedom the game gives you, and it's like, yeah, no, you need to stop trying to explore. Like, stay on the straight and narrow for a little while longer, and then we'll give you true freedom. Yeah, Zodiac Caverns is also probably one of my more favorite areas in this game as well, mostly because it acts as a connecting point. Through the Zodiac Caverns, you can get to several areas in the game that you've already been to, and several that you already haven't. I mean, I guess any area that you haven't been to, you've already haven't been to. But, whatever. Semantics. Bronze mace, not bad. Nice. Pull out on. I've never felt so overpowered yet so drastically underpowered in the same time. Alright, now we can put up Fran, pull out Penelo, because I could really use some health right now. I know we just picked it up, but I honestly want to see how much damage it would do to a Hybrid Gator. Not bad. I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but in case I haven't, I will mention it again. Whoever uses a moat, whatever their magic power is, it does affect the amount of damage it does. So if you have a Black Mage with a Scathe moat in hand, it's going to do a lot more damage than a whatever the hell Vaughn is with a Scathe moat in hand. I wonder how they put a Prince's Kiss inside of a chest. Also, a weird name for an item whenever this is one of the Final Fantasies that doesn't have the Toad status effect. Like, I know it used to be Alarm Clock, or at least I'm fairly certain it was. But, that said, like, if there was a Toad effect, that's exactly the name of the item that I would use. Alright, it's our first example of Wild Chocobos. Wild Chocobos, like every enemy, are dangerous and just, they don't like you. They're fucking assholes. That said, there is one Wild Chocobo, short of the Hunt Wild Chocobo, that is particularly special, that I actually don't know when, like, what causes it to spawn, or, like, if it can even spawn at this point in the game. But I am referring to the level 100 Red Chocobo. Somewhere in the game there is a level 100 Red Chocobo, and you can steal the ribbon from it, which is the accessory that nullifies all status effects. By the way, you can absolutely attack this guy. I wouldn't recommend it. He's pretty powerful. Like, if you want to kill somebody who's neutral to you, I mean, give it a shot. Could be fun. But again, I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't change anything though. No vipers. And we have finally made it to our destination, Jahara, land of the Garif. First things first, teleport stone. Always first thing. Who are you? This is Garif land. No place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them across the Osmone plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains troubled them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, war chief. Again? What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, war chief, then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. I have not made introductions. I am Supernelu, war chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the Hume world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village, and our people. As war chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the nether site. We must speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes. Listen with your ears. I have to wonder what they look like behind those masks. Do you think they have like normal human style faces? They've got sort of like a bird person vibe going on here. Like, I honestly can't really tell what these things are, if they're a hybrid of something and something else. But they definitely look like, the masks give them that beak-like feel, but they are definitely still masks. So I can't, like, I want to think that they have like sort of human style faces behind those masks. Ah, you are the Humes our war chief saw on the plains. Welcome to our village, protected by the clear flow of Sago. I am Supanelu's brother, Kadalu. I worry for Supernelu, often goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes? On you go. You have the look of one who wishes to know something. If it is something that I know, good. Ah, the nether site. You are not the only one who has asked me about this. It saddens me to admit that I know nothing of this stone. Magicite contains within it a great power. Thus we have Thus have we worshipped the stones from the beginning. Yet I had never heard of this nether site. You might ask the other elders. I am sorry I could not aid you. The green creatures you see in my enclosure are nanas, the best livestock in all of Evilise. No part of the nana goes to waste. Meat, hide, and bones all have their uses. They are strong against drought and cold, and, oh yes, easily herded. So, along with cockatrice, apparently they have these other bird-like creatures. I wonder if they taste like chicken. Oh, and then there's this Gareth herder here. Oh, no. I was thinking of this guy. This Gareth trader here. He is the guy you want to save up all your money and all your loot for, because he sells some really quality shit. Like, after all that stuff you just went through, he's the kind of guy you want to buy accessories, all the stuff you need from. He even sells great magics. I'm gonna need you. Gonna need you. And I'm gonna sell some stuff. Alright, I'll skip ahead to the end of the trading. Alright, I didn't manage to get much because apparently I didn't have much to sell. So, I did manage to upgrade Fran's weapon though, and that's the important part, I think. Anyhow, let's talk with old boy. Have you learned what you wish? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face, so the elders could not help. Then you must meet with the great chief. Yes, it is true. The great chief may know something that would aid you, yet arranging an audience may be quite difficult. I must learn more about the Nethersite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your great chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca. A great... fuck it. Just fucking go. Do you have proof of your heritage? You have proof of your heritage, bitch. You fucking came here to ask about that proof of your heritage. I have looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead across this bridge. Like, literally, we went through great lengths to make sure that you had proof of your heritage. The great chief is ahead. Will you meet with him?
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromises.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rassler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Fucking Balthier laying the sarcasm on, or laying the sass on thick there. Shall I swear on your sword? Fucking, what an asshole. Oh, cool. Something I can't even use. Alright. And that'll also be the end of this episode. I love it whenever a good episode ends with a lot of sass. I will catch you guys next time.